I'm going to do a live run through of myself and one of my designers designing an email for one of our clients directly within Figma. Now, really quickly, this is part of my school training, so you might see me reference some school modules, classes, and basically I'm referencing a community in a course that I put together. You have a link to it in the description of this video. Check that out, where I run through a bunch of other email marketing strategies. So if you get a little confused, just keep in mind this video has been repurposed from the school community, and there's a bunch more training within that school community. Just check it out, link in the description. But in today's video, I'm gonna show you the methods that we use to design both a desktop and mobile compatible email within Figma for our email marketing clients. If you have any questions, chuck them down below. My name's Gavin. I run an email and SMS marketing agency doing exactly this. And I release 2 videos like this every single week. So subscribe to the channel. But if you really want to level up your email marketing, join the community. And if you would like me to help you with your email marketing, go ahead and schedule a call down below. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's do this. Okay guys, so in today's video, we're gonna go through a live building exercise of an actual email template that we build. So you'll see in the previous module, what makes a good email. We've gone through this particular email design, and then we're gonna rebuild this email live within Figma and show you essentially our process for how we do this. So let's go from the start. Initially, we have a desktop version that we're gonna be creating. Currently on the call, we have Mohammed, who's one of the designers for Inbox.
Hello.
Welcome. And he's going to be creating the email design live here. So Mohammed, we've obviously got the draft version or the finalized version on the left, but let's go ahead and create it from scratch within Figma.
Okay, hello guys. So let's start with the frame with the size 600 into width.
Perfect.
And as we see, we have 3 main parts on every email, or maybe 4. So we have a header section, a body section, and product section. And in some emails, we do use the reviews section and badges, trust badges section, if there is trust badges, and the footer section at the bottom. So we will go and try to redesign this email. So before, we have to get the elements first before start designing. So how we do that? So we go through the website and search for images, maybe product images or headers if there is a header images. And we scan their website, we see colors, the colors they use in their website, etc. So this is the website, this is the logo. So we can go directly and place the logo to the Figma file, and you have the logo here. So I did that before, so I have all the elements here. Maybe if some websites they don't allow you to copy or download anything in their website, so we have some plugins to use. We have this one called Image Eye, so it allows you to download all the images. So it extracts all the images in the website. So as you see here, you have all the images here. You can go directly and take that and put it here, and there you go.
Perfect. That's really good. So what we'll do for those watching this, I'll include a link to this plugin in the description of the module.
Also, some clients, they will have to use the same fonts, or maybe the same fonts they are using in their website. So we have another plugin here. Let me show you.
Perfect.
So
and this is the website fonts, which is really good. So we'll also include a link to the website fonts here as well.
That's it for the assets and fonts. And also for colors, we have this plugin here. So it's a color picker. So it allows you to pick colors from the website. So you have the exact color code here. So you can use it in your designs. Yeah, those are the main 3 plugins that we use: color picker, images, and fonts.
Awesome.
So after you have all the elements, we will start designing now. So we have this pre-header here with the title and with the pre-headline and CTA. So as I said, I have the copy here. Let me bring the copy closer.
And so just to confirm here as well, typically guys, if you're watching this, we have copy set separately. So ideally you have your copy divided into sections that makes it easy for your designer to quickly build the emails. So Mohammed, can you please zoom in on that copy section for me really quickly?
Yeah, sure.
As you can see here, the copywriter has clearly highlighted what the header and the headline looks like, as well as the body copy. And then the designer just copies and pastes that directly into the design file, which makes it super easy for them to then build the creative around what they're currently seeing. Awesome. So let's go ahead and proceed with the design.
Let's go. So we start with the pre-header section. This. So in this first section, so we will go in some advanced techniques here. I hope you understand. So when you have when you select your text here, you press Shift A. So it converts your text to an auto layout section, as you see here.
Perfect. So Shift A turns it into a frame.
Yeah, and we have to select a fill for this frame so we can color it. There we go. We have size, as we said, in the first 600. So we can go here. Let's make this part bold. And your first order.
Perfect. And for those watching this, if you're an agency, we typically leave the designer up to decide how they think the text should be formatted. Now, keep in mind, we want to make sure the fonts are reflective of what's on the website as well. And so once again, you have a link to that font picker tool that allows you to analyze the fonts that the client website actually has.
Exactly. And we have CTA, so we will do the same thing. So we have our text, we pass the text, and we press Shift A.
Shift A.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Select the text. Let's change the color to pink, and let's make it rounded.
Perfect. And the reason we're rounding it here is because we want it to be very clear when we have a call to action that it is a button. And so we'll go over this in the build stage of the email, which is the next module. But here what we're doing is we're clearly highlighting that it's a button. And so this block at the top will be clickable. So someone will be able to click this button. It'll actually be an image in the template builder, but it'll be clickable. And someone will be able to then make sure when they click this use code, it takes them to the website and auto applies the discount code. Nice work.
Sure. And here is the power of auto layout. Why do we use auto layout instead of shapes and text, simple shapes and text? So I can drag the button directly here, or maybe Ctrl+C or Ctrl+X, and here, and it takes its place directly. So when I press here, it goes exactly there.
Okay, so just to confirm here, when you had that top bar, you put them all together. So you did Shift A, is that correct? Combines them. And then in the auto layout section, if you can click that again for me, hover over the auto layout section just there. Just so the people can see.
Here is the auto layout section.
Perfect. And you click that middle one that allows us to align it vertically. So it's snapped within Figma.
It's
perfect.
Exactly. And this one makes you align the text horizontally. And we have some advanced stuff here.
Perfect.
So yeah, and then we will go for the header section. As we see, we have the logo, so we can bring the logo, so making it easy to reach here. And we will go and bring these 3 elements. So they have the green one, the yellow, and the blue. Green, yellow, blue.
And then when your designer's designing this, typically we just leave it up to the designer to decide what's going to look the best, right? So this is where having good designers really helps. You let them use their creative direction to make sure things look nicely. And you can just select images by downloading them and then formatting them according to this. Perfect. So we align all those, make them all straight. Easy. Now keep in mind, we're just trying to replicate the existing design that we already have, but this is just an example of how you can create a header image that looks pretty compelling.
So let's go and design the green part. So we go here in this shape, and we go and select this shape here, or press directly. You can press O.
Perfect.
So we go here, pick the color, and here we are.
And can you give an example of how somebody would find the color from the website and apply it to Figma here?
From the website?
Yep.
Yeah, sure. For example, here we have this color picker here extension. So we press pick color, and we go directly to the color that we want to pick. And there we go. You have this Xcode here, so you can copy it and use it in your Figma file.
Perfect.
As you see, it's the same one, AWGCC5, and this is the same, AWGCC5. So we bring this in front of the ellipse. We need another ellipse here. So it has to be big a little bit from the others. And we go select all the things and go to use as a mask.
And why do we use it as a mask?
So we can have the upper section visible here, and the bottom section is not visible. So we can hide this part, or we can do it in another easy way. So we can maybe draw a white shape here, and hide this part from the design.
Gotcha.
This part of the design.
And so an important thing to understand too, if you're watching this, Figma operates with layers. And so when you have elements, they're essentially structured by a layer-like format. And so when you have, as you can see here, one of our layers is ahead of our other layer. So we need to rearrange. And as you can see here, Mohammed is rearranging the layers in the left-hand corner and stacking things. See here, now our top bar is in front of our second image. And that allows us to layer it a little bit easier.
Yeah, now we'll go for the headline.
Perfect. And so here we copy and paste the headline directly in.
So we can bring this one.
And one of the things that you can do is once you create elements at the top, you can just start copying and pasting them, and you'll bring the formatting that you have, and it saves you a lot more time and allows you just to be a lot more efficient with the designs. And a cool thing you can do as well, when you have multiple designs, for example, if you're building a flow, you can start literally just copying over the template step by step. So if we had to do a bunch of emails for Odyssey here, what we would do is we would just copy and paste the existing template that we have and just rinse and repeat and edit with the existing template we have. So the first email that we design is always the hardest and takes the longest. Once we have that, it makes it a lot easier going forward.
So let's go back to the copy. Instead of keep pressing Ctrl-C and Ctrl-V every time. So you can select the text or any object you want to copy and press Alt and drag it to the section that you want to put it there.
Perfect.
So we can go for this tiny little header. So here we have multiple option in the text area. So we have to make this regular. So it's so your eye go directly to the big part, to the big picture of the header. Then it goes to the big headline and the smaller headline.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go and add stroke for this one.
And so what we're doing here is really just formatting the text, and you guys can play around with the formatting any way you want. As you can see here, we're creating an outline, changing the font size. Obviously the header text image size, the header texts need to be ideally, we try and go for about 45 to 50 in terms of its size. And once again, main header, so as you can see here, feel like a yogi. We try and limit it to really 5 words in a header image text. But for a sub headline, as you can see, we can add some additional words there.
Okay, so in this section we will go for another one in order to get this pink ellipse in the back. let me, where is it? So we go for pink.
And as you can see here, we're playing around with the layers, and this layer structure allows us to create these like dynamic little outlines. And you can see we have a slight border coming up now. It's going to become more pronounced as we continue to work.
Let's go back for this section. So we go press pink. There we go.
Here we go. Awesome.
And we bring our mask layer in the top. Okay, now we have our header.
Since we've done it with the layers, we're able to then move those product images behind those outlines so it looks like it's coming up from it. And then we just pull the exact same call to action. This is what I mean. Once you build the first few elements, you can just start copying and pasting them, and it becomes a heck of a lot easier going forward. Sometimes it's a good idea to actually even have somebody whose sole focus it is to design master templates. And then once their master templates are done, you can pass it on to your designers to then just take those elements from the master template designer. And so keep in mind too, if you remember in the previous module, I talked about the importance of having a call to action above the fold. That's what we're aiming for here. So we have a call to action that is above the fold of the email so that someone can see a button before they have to scroll down within an email. And as you can see here, that's what we're going for. And we're getting pretty close to the original structure that we have.
So we can go for this tiny thing here.
Perfect.
Another thing. Do we go change color to white? Let's bring it inside our section. And there we go. We can place your logo there. Let's keep use this alignment tools, so it makes you align your subject directly to the middle of your email or left or right easily from this tools here.
Perfect.
So now we have our header section ready to go. Let's go for the body section. We have this small title here and the text. So let's keep using our elements as Gavin said. Another advanced thing, when you complete a section, I prefer to select all the sections that we need. Let's go, for example, in the other section and press Shift Alt G, so we can have it as a frame.
Perfect.
And let's resize it to fit our email. So now I can move with this part as I want, all the section.
And so G groups all the elements together, correct?
Yeah.
And then
Alt Shift G.
Alt Shift G.
Control Alt G.
Perfect.
Alt G.
And a really important note to know, when you're building emails and you have multiple elements and you want to combine the elements into one image block, you need to do that. Carry on.
And we keep converting each section to an auto layout section, and I will tell you later why. So we go select our paragraph and the headline, and we press again Shift A. So we have it in a frame and it is auto layout.
Got you. So doing Shift A creates it into a frame that allows us to auto layout and make sure we align the elements correctly.
Yeah, let's go for the other headline and CTA. So we go here, Control C, and we use again our previous elements, Control V, and we'll make it bigger a little bit. So you can see it directly, and the CTA directly behind.
And notice how we just copied that CTA from above? That makes it easier. So we're getting quicker and quicker as we work our way down. Really quickly, sorry to interrupt the video. I just want to tell you something really cool that we've started doing with Inbox. I've actually created a school community where I teach you anything and everything I know about email and SMS marketing, from really advanced campaign strategies to how to simply set up your Klaviyo account, all the way to building really, really cool automations for the back end of your e-commerce store. Whether you're a business owner trying to learn how to do email marketing or an email marketer trying to learn how to become a better email marketer, there is a link in the description to this school community where I teach you everything I know. Check it out, it's worthwhile. Book a call to have a chat with me to see if you're a right fit for the community, and if you are, I'd love to get you in there. Anyway, sorry for interrupting your video, let's get back to it.
Here is another thing. So why I like to do auto layout for my elements. So I go directly press my past made text here, so the button automatically reshape itself to fit the text size inside.
Perfect.
Instead, for example, if we did like this in the easiest way, and most of people do that, so let's go. Maybe we have this CTA. So for example, if this is our CTA, so maybe in other part I have a CTA with small text. So for example, try now. So I have every time to keep resizing my CTA to fit the text size instead of
So what you're saying is now, with your method, it auto snaps the call to action to the size of the text. Yeah, which makes it easier.
Let's back to this example. So I can pass the text here, and this is the previous one. So let's go to this one. This is the auto layout CTA. So I go directly press text, and it reshape itself to fit the size of the text.
Perfect.
Again, select our section and press Shift A so I can auto layout it. Now we have the product section. We have this text here and then the product section here. So we go with text first. Again, Alt and drag your text here and press Ctrl V so you can pass it here. We will go and do the yellow background later. So now we go for the product section. Let's go. As you see, we have the copy for each one with its title and CTA. Let's go and start with the first one.
And this is why it's so important to format your email with 600 pixels at the start, so that you can actually see how these are going to show up relative to the design, and then when it's displayed within the email.
Again, when we have each section, we select our elements and press Shift A so it can be auto-aligned. As you see, it automatically aligns the elements to fit one direction. So here is the before, and when I press Shift A, so it goes automatically, as you see. Let's go and make this CTA smaller a little bit so it can fit.
Perfect. Then we just copy and paste, and then
exactly.
Update the products.
So I will go and copy the text directly from here instead of going every time to the copy.
Yeah, and we can just copy and paste the entire product block, because I think people get the idea at this point.
Yeah, as soon as we get your first element, so you can go and copy and reuse it again.
Perfect.
And again, we select each section and we go with Shift A, so we can auto layout.
And we just want to make sure these call to actions are a little bit more clickable. So we want to make sure that we bold the call to actions here, the try now text. And we also want to make sure that we shorten the call to action, so we give these products a little bit of breathing room. And then I think as well, we want to give these product images a little bit more depth. So can you show them how we actually add shadow to the products?
Of course. So I forgot to add shadow first. So we go back to our product element. So we press Shift Alt G, so we can have a frame here. As you see, it goes from the normal image showing to a frame. So we can control what's inside the frame easily. And we go for a circle. Let's place it here. Let's place it below, behind the element. Change the color. And select our shape here and go for effect. And go here and select layer blur.
Layer.
Yeah, and here you can control your blur. So
perfect. And now you can see that we have a nice shadow behind it.
Yeah, you can play with the color to make it fit exactly. You are free to keep playing with this element so you have the perfect fit. Maybe I will reduce the opacity a little bit, make it a little. Yeah, exactly. Now you feel the product like it is flossing.
Yeah, it looks a lot better. It gives it more depth.
Yeah. Also, another thing for the auto layout, so we have this section here called gap, so we can control your gap between your elements easily and automatically from here, instead of keep glisting or dragging each element alone. So now you are controlling the whole shape.
Yes. So when you combine the elements, so you turn them into an overall group, and then when you click that, you have show them the gap section again. Yeah, sure. Perfect. And then we have gap just there on the right-hand side, and that allows you to create equal spacing across everything that's within that group.
So I will go and recopy this to this, so we can get the shadow.
Perfect.
Instead of redesigning it. So, and we go again for the copy and paste. So let's make this one a little bit. Let's go for 18 or 90. And we go for other product.
In this case, I reckon we can just copy the products from the, oh yeah, do this, perfect. Then we just update the products.
There we go. Control C, Control V.
Perfect.
You keep going with that.
And then notice how we had a bit of a misalignment with the spacing here. So now we need to adjust the spacing across the board to make sure, perfect. There we go. So we just did a left align, and that made it a bit better.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So I pressed this one, so the text goes and fit directly.
Perfect.
Let's go for the yellow one and the green one. And as always, what we have to do, auto layer.
Mm-hmm. Create the layer, right? And show them how to do the layer one more time.
Sorry?
And show them how to do the layer. So we select it all and we make it a layer.
Yeah, with Shift A.
Shift A. Shift A
yeah.
makes the layer. Perfect.
And let's go for the last one.
Sure.
So you have all these elements and tools here. You have to keep playing with your elements and tools, so everything fits as you want. Let's keep this one here, and again auto layout. Here we go. Now we have this section. Now let's go for the yellow area. So now here I will go for an advanced method, and I will tell you later why I like to use advanced techniques and auto layout techniques instead of normal techniques. So we will go, press fill, and click this picker here, and pick the color.
And so you just created a new block and you put it behind the product blocks, right?
That's the easiest way. I'm now going for the hardest way. So
okay.
I will go back. So I select my layers after I group them as a auto layout layer. Go directly here, fill. So first it goes like there. So I go here, press fill, and pick the yellow color from here.
Perfect.
Let's go for 600.
And now we're just adjusting the margins for the product. And the reason we add a different background color is just to give the email a little bit more pop. So it's a little bit of a clear separation into a new section.
Now let's go for the page part.
Yeah. And the reason we design it this way is because it makes it easier in the build process, which we will show you in the next module.
So I go select my product section with the first circle, and press again Shift A. And now you know this trick called gap we used in the product section, and I reduce the gap all the way ago, and repeat the same thing. Select your subject, other subject, Shift A, and you reduce the gap. We have here this issue, so we have the ellipse above our product section. So we go here, this auto layout section here, and go exclude or go to last on top and change it to first on top. There we go.
Perfect.
Maybe you saw this is hard a little bit, but it's easy when you keep practicing it, and it's professional, and it keeps you moving smoothly between the elements.
Yeah, so some of the stuff may be more complex at the start, but when you need to edit or make new templates, it makes it a lot easier in the future.
Yeah, so as we see it, let's go for the easiest way. So the first template is built with the easiest way. So as you see, we have the product section, and we have this section here in the back, as Gavin said before, behind the layer.
Perfect.
But why I don't like using this method? Let's go back. Let's say, for example, your client said, I want to add two more products to this email. So what you have to do here? You have to, let's go here and add this. So you have to reshape all your email to fit the new your client request. So you have to add two products. You have to go here, select all these elements.
Email. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like building another email. So for example, our client here said, yeah, I want to add 2 more products. So I go select my products, I go and I press Shift G,
and there you go.
Space.
Yeah. And so it's important that you're designing these emails in a way that allows you to quickly update things in the future. And let's just really quickly make sure that text doesn't hug the borders like it currently is. So if you look at the banana chocolate, show them how we can adjust that.
This one?
Yep.
So for example, we can reduce the text, and if we did that, we have to not go below 18. So our text is visible.
Yeah.
Or I select the wrong one, and if I did that to this one, I have to keep doing the thing for each subheader. So go for 18.
Great.
Or maybe
Fantastic.
if you have a longer text, let's say for example a description, maybe a small description for this product. Let's copy any text. Let's copy this part for example. So you can adjust it directly to fit your product
Perfect.
by shorten. Yeah, exactly like this. Let's go back to our version.
Perfect. And now we move down to the other sections.
Let's go. We have this section here.
And so this section here, this little element we've pulled directly from the website, but you can create your own. We're not going to go into depth in terms of how to create these little graphics and stuff like that, but you can pull those or you can just find them online. There's a whole bunch of free elements that you can kind of pull from. But as you can see here, then we just copy and paste the text, take the text from the other section, boom, pop it there. Nice and easy, and things just get quicker and quicker and quicker.
Yeah, as soon as you start building your emails, it goes hard in the first, and then you keep using the elements that you made before.
Perfect. And see this, we're largely almost done with this little section. Nice and easy. Now,
and again, our best thing here is auto layouts.
yes, auto align is going to be the best thing. And then really quickly, at times your copywriter is going to send you, ideally your copywriter will highlight the reviews that you want to have in your email. At times though, the designers can pull them themselves and find the reviews. But in this case, we have a specific review that we want to use. Now let's just show them how to design one review block instead of doing all three, just to save on time.
Sure. So we bring our text here. Let's paste our review.
Perfect.
Let's get back with the name of the client.
And we want to have a clear separation between the name of the person reviewing, so that it helps build that authenticity. It looks more real. So if you show that there's a person actually reviewing this, it helps a little bit. And obviously it's even better if you have photos of the person. And certain review platforms like Judge Me will allow you to pull people's photos from the website. Really, really useful. But in this case, we don't have it. So we're just going to format this accordingly. Another thing to do as well when you have reviews, put them in quotation marks. That's going to help, once again, make it clear that this is a human being and somebody else who's written it.
Sure. And again, we select our two elements as you see here and press again Shift A so we can have it as an auto layout. So we can press fill, pick the color. So now I have these elements here, so I can play with the padding of the review.
Perfect. And so what we've done here is we haven't created like a background. We've made that text block an element itself. And now we can adjust the padding and the rounding. See this? It's a lot better because now it's just one element that we can drag around and move instead of it being a layer on the background, another layer on top, and multiple elements. We're just editing one element. And just like that, we have it done. Perfect. Now, we don't need to do each individual review. Let's focus now on the trust badges.
Sure. So again, when we have it in each section, we press auto layout. Let's say again, as the example before, your client want to change a review, so the order fits automatically the place. So let's go, for example, here. As you see, they move automatically to the bottom. As you see, instead of keep moving each one,
it auto snaps to the correct shape.
So for now, let's go to the budget section. I already have them here from their website.
So we just pull the trust badges directly from the website using that tool that we had previously.
Let's make sure they are aligned. There we go. We select all of them and press, let's select we select the first line and press auto layout, then second one and press auto layout. Again, both of them and press auto layout, fill, and let's pick the color. As we see, we get these colors from the website, again, using this extension. So this is the red and this is the yellow we are using.
So we're making sure we're only using the fonts that the client has given us.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Now let's go for the last part, which is the footer.
And now when you're designing the footer sections for the social badges, only pull the social badges that the client has publicly displaying on their website. So to do that, we go onto their website and we look for any social media account callouts that they have. And as you can see here, they only have Facebook and Instagram, and we try and use the logo types. So as you can see, the Facebook and Instagram logo here, that they currently have on their website. And we can pull those from an app called Flaticon, which actually allows us to pull the elements directly and find as close a match as possible. And you download it as an SVG file, and you can drag it directly into Figma right after.
After dragging your icon to the Figma file, press Shift A. So you can have it as a one shape. You can control it as you like that. Let's go and bring the Instagram icon. Instagram logo. We have to make sure that our icons are in the same family. So if this one is field icon, we have to bring another field icon. And we keep adjusting our things. The best size is 50.
And so you go 50 by 50 for the social icons. And then we align it, and then we Control A or Shift A, and then align.
Then we have to bring our logo again. And we have the footer section from our copywriter. So I will go and copy it directly from here to save time.
Perfect.
Go and select all my elements and press auto layout again.
Auto align, perfect.
Go to fill and select our color from here. And we have this tiny pink stroke here. So yeah, we go directly to stroke.
And
there is many ways to design that stroke, so I prefer this one. I go to stroke and select top. So I have only stroke in the top.
Perfect. And so the stroke allows us to add an element to the existing element that we already have. And then we can add the weight, which creates the size.
And again, we play with our padding.
Perfect.
Padding tool from here.
There you go. And now we have the nice spacing there. And this is just going to make it very easy for us in the future to rebuild and edit emails. Excellent.
And again, after completing my email, what I like to do is auto layout all the emails. So I select all the elements, press Shift A again,
and then it straightens it.
Yeah, and I go back and adjust things like that. So I go here for 600. There we go. So now we have our email, and it's in auto layout form. So let's say, for example, let me do the same as here. So I select this element with this element, go for auto layout again, and reduce the gap to 0.
So there's no gap between those elements now.
Yeah. So let's go back to the power of auto layout. Let's say your client want to change this text, make it longer. So for example, let's go for all this part here. You go directly to the section that you want to edit, press Control Shift V, and boom, your email get automatically fit the new shape or the new size of your email.
And then just to make sure, at the bottom of the email, we can see it's cut off, but the way that we fix that is selecting the entire file and dragging that bottom section down. So we click it.
Or go automatically select our frame and press auto layout again. And there you go. So it fit automatically. Let's say, for example, they want to edit this part and make it shorter. So let's go for this section. We'll see the email that will fit automatically to the best size. There you go.
And there you go. Perfect. And that Chops it straight in. Fantastic. Now let's talk about converting this email to a mobile specific version.
Let's go to the mobile. So in terms of mobile, we go take our email. So here is another advanced technique. So you go select your frame, press K.
And so save to a frame, how do we do that?
Select our frame. So we have to go select our frame.
Yep.
Let's go back to this section. So this is the email that we made. We make a copy of it by pressing Alt and drag to the left, the right. We select our frames, we press K from our keyboard. Yeah. So as you see, the tab here will be changed. So when I press K, there you go. So we have this scale section here. So we go here, the best size for mobile, for email in the mobile. So we go with 375 and press enter.
Perfect. And there we go. And now, as we can see here, some of the elements are smaller, like those product images are smaller than what they need to be. So if we scroll down a little bit and we look at these products, this just means we have to reshape them. So let's reshape these products so they all stack one on top of another.
Sure. So first, before going to the product, we have to make sure that our text is bigger than 16.
Correct.
Yeah, so we have 16, so we are safe. So let's go to this part. Instead of building it manually, we already have it as an auto layout. So we go to our shapes. Layers.
And so right now we're looking for the frame that has all of these elements in it.
So yeah, we have these two inside this frame and these two inside this frame. So we pick our product section.
So we've highlighted them all.
Yeah, and we move them outside that frame. Or there is another way. Let's go back. So we can select our frame here,
which has them all. Frame 21.
And we go and we go to this. Select these two, and we go again to the auto layout section. Now this is another feature of the auto layout. So we go here and press vertical. So we have all the emails, all the products vertically like that.
Perfect. And then if we want to expand them in size,
if we want to adjust the text, so we have to make sure, as we said, we are above 16. So we select our text and go for 60. Go here and press.
So now we're increasing the fonts, and then if we want to increase the images,
let's go select our images.
And we do that by the frame section on the left-hand side.
Yeah, let's do that at once. So we select all the images that we have from the layer section.
We select the shadow as well.
Yeah, so we have this frame that if you remember, we transferred the image from an image to frame. So we have an image of the product and shadow in one section.
And that's the benefit of building in frames instead of building as individuals. You're trying to streamline your design process.
So after selecting the product, we go again and press K. So we have this scale section again. Then you make your products bigger as you want to fit your email, all of them automatically.
Perfect.
That's it.
And there we go. And that is how you design an email. Now, if you guys have any questions, please just check them in the section in the community post. And if you want to have any live run-throughs of this stuff in the school community itself, just join the calls and we'll go from there. Mohammed, thank you so much for doing this, man. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Cool.
No problem.
All right, bro. Thank you. Good work. Yeah, enjoy your weekend, bro.
Thank you. Thank you, man.
Later, bro. Bye.